Yo,
Hey.
we're on. Michaela was looking up something right before we got on.
Yeah, I'm just looking up Invicta to see if there's any fight cards coming up.
Okay.
That was my thought, and I lost it, and then it came back to me.
When the thought comes back, you have nothing left to do but to go with the thought. Or you're going to lose it again.
No, I'm good. I got it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hello, enlightened ones. Here we are again.
Another nighttime pod.
Another nighttime one. Y'all are just been getting us on these evening times, and this isn't even like our prime time to shine, but we're still thriving out here.
Yeah, we're on the decline, but we're doing good.
It's fine. It's fine. You know what I'd noticed that I don't like about the nighttime? Like you can see my grays more. Like, bro, I'm telling you, I got these grays that are coming in to like my hairline where I'm like, it's over by next year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be looking at this video next year being like, damn,
Oh no.
I wish I still had that.
Dang, you're glitching a little bit. Dang it.
Oh no. Are you still there?
Yeah, now I am. It
I
glitched
was
a little
just
bit.
I was just talking to myself. I was like, dang,
I
Michaela's
know.
not there anymore.
I was listening, and then it sounded all robotic. It was kind of weird.
Weird. Well, what I was saying is I'm gonna look at
Dang.
this video.
Yeah, tell me
What?
what you were saying.
I was saying like I'm gonna look at this video next year and I'm gonna be grayed out. Like I'm gonna look at myself next year at this time this year and be like, dang, I really wasn't as gray as I thought, and now I'm really gray. That's
Mm-hmm.
how it feels like it's happening. It just feels like
Yeah,
it just expedited over the last like 2 to 3 months.
because you've been stressed.
I know, but there's no reversal. You don't like it doesn't go back after you're alleviated of the stress. It just
Mm-hmm.
stays there.
Yeah, but do you think you'll get more, like a lot more, in a year from now? But
Yeah,
what if you're not stressed?
I don't think. I think
Yeah.
the downfall's already. I think the trickle has already turned into a drop, and then it's going to turn into a full-on dump. That's what I think is in store for me. I'm just hoping it just doesn't come in all kinds of wild. Like we still got to like look all right. I
Yeah.
think, yeah. Like if I just had like just like one like little patch or something, I'm like, that's not gonna be it. So it's gotta like even out.
What would you do if you had a patch? Would you dye it?
I think I would have to, because
Yeah.
then I'm just gonna be looking crazy. I
That's all right.
don't think so. I don't think it'd be
Mm.
good for my morale.
Mm-hmm.
Because every day I'd wake up thinking about the patch on my head, and I would instantly be upset about it.
Dang. See, I would like that. I'd be like, look at my patch. It's
Dang.
doing nice
Hey,
today.
yeah, you said you have grays coming in on the side, so you just wait.
I know. I want to be
Yep.
gray in a year from now too. Probably not like
Dang.
super gray, but a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's how it started on mine. I had just had a few little strands on the side, and it was like that for the longest time. Then those turned into patches. I got two
Mm.
patches, but at least it's even.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
I
have just
got
like one.
I got one. I got
Dang.
one patch on the back of my head too. I think my hair caught on fire once when I was in high school from a
Whoa.
firework. Yeah.
Dang.
Just a patch on my head. I think it came back gray.
Well, it probably like scar. Did it like scar the leave?
Probably, yeah.
That's
There's
probably
probably a
why.
scar back there.
Yeah. Wow. Did it like what kind of firework was it?
I don't, I don't know what it was supposed to do. It was one of the smaller ones that shoot up in the air, and my friend accidentally she lit it, ran, and it fell over. It tipped over,
Always.
and everybody moved except for me. Like I just sat there for some reason, and it just skimmed right past my head, and caught my hair on fire.
Dang. Did you
Like
just like, not even see it, or were you just like shocked and couldn't move?
I don't know. I didn't see it till it like went past my head. And then like a patch of my hair caught on fire, it fell off, burned my wrist, and then that fell off and burnt my shorts.
Dang, you were
There's a
really like Michael Jackson for real.
Yeah, it
Man,
was fine though. Like I was all right.
it was cool. Bald spot, whatever.
I was just glad it hit me and not my other friend, because probably would have wrecked my other friend if she would have burnt her hair off.
Dang. Well, look at you taking one for the team.
Could have been worse.
That's true. Very true. I mean, anything involving flames and head and flying does not sound like a great combo.
hmm Yeah, I make sure I'm safe now whenever fireworks are going off.
I would imagine. Are you a firework kind of person? Do you like to
Yeah,
light them, look at them, both, none of the above?
I just like lighting the firecrackers and throwing them in the water. That's all I do.
You know what? That was my jam there for like a minute. Like when I was a teen, like that was what I do. I just kick it. Then I was like in charge of grilling, so it'd just be like me grilling and
Nice.
throwing firecrackers in a pool. I didn't cause any holes, but
hmm
that was
It,
cool.
it's raining hard.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I caught a couple drops when I was coming in. Oh, I see some wetness out there.
All right.
Yeah, hitting the
Dang, it sounds
greenery
like
with some
hail.
hydration. It hasn't caught over here yet. The hail, or maybe there's some thick drops, some heavy drops.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
It's
Oh
that
well.
it's that time of season, right? Spring
hmm
season, storms. I like a good spring storm personally.
Oh, yeah, me too. I love
I
thunderstorms.
same. Give me a really loud one. I want to feel the walls and the windows shaking. You know, questionable
Yeah.
whether or not it's going to turn into like a tornado or something. We don't need to get that far, but
hmm
the adrenaline of that leading up to it.
Like you think a nader's about to hit, but you're
Yeah.
safe.
You're just like, excited. Oh, I hear it now. Thunder.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's coming
Ooh,
your
storm
way.
episode.
Nice. I think that's a first.
Hey, y'all are in the storm with chokes and consciousness, enlightened ones. We're in the shelter.
I like that. In the storm.
Yeah, that's right. We were in the storm. What was that? A few weeks ago uh for our episode. We were
We
getting out
were?
of the storm. We were embracing calm or chaos, right?
Mm.
When there was storm around, we embraced it.
hmm
That's where we were at. Yeah, but hey, also speaking of the storm, y'all are going to be getting this again. Wednesday AM is going to be day after, but shout out to Emily for giving me put me back on game. Today is Earth Day, everyone. April
Yeah.
22nd is officially Earth Day. So, happy Earth Day.
Yeah. Thank you, Earth.
Yep. We appreciate you. Keep on earthing. Yeah. And just as we always, chokes and consciousness history with us, Michaela and Deja, on National Geographic Kids. Let's quickly learn the history of Earth Day. Now, I like this website. Haven't pulled it up before, but this National Geographic with Kids, it seems like it's going to be a simplified version of explaining this to us. I like simple.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So, all right. A History of Earth Day by Rose Davidson. Our planet is an amazing place, but it needs our help to thrive. That's why each year on April 22nd, more than a billion people celebrate Earth Day to protect the planet from things like pollution, deforestation. Uh, and by taking part in activities like picking up litter and planting trees, we're making our world a happier, healthier place to live.
But are we though?
Not now. Not now at all. So, the first Earth Day was celebrated in 1970 when United States Senator from Wisconsin organized a national demonstration to raise awareness about environmental issues. Rallies took place across the country, and by the end of the year, the U.S. government had created the Environmental Protection Agency. By 1990, Earth Day was an event celebrated by more than 140 countries around the globe. Okay. So, what can you do? A number of things you can do for Earth Day, but just in general, to be a good human. You don't need to just do this on April 22nd, okay? Enlightened ones, let's do this as often as we can. So, become a waste warrior, right? The number of garbage trucks Americans fill each year would stretch halfway to the moon. Nasty.
That is nasty.
Yeah. Toilet paper tubes made from cardboard take 2 months to decompose in a landfill. A plastic bottle sticks around for way longer. It can take over 450 years to break down.
Yeah, we
We
messed
long
up.
gone.
Yeah, we messed up when we made plastic.
We really messed up. It's over. We look, I'm always one to be optimistic. I am going to say we've hit a point of no return, but that doesn't mean we can't still try.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to end up like Wally or not. You know?
I think it's possible. Look, Heidi says
Yeah.
it's never over, but I think in this case it is.
Yeah, but I mean, I think we'll be fine. I think it'll be over in like maybe 200 years, you know?
I think it's closer than that. I'm going to say
Dang.
100.
Dang.
Yeah. We're already seeing what's happening now.
Mhm.
Imagine in the next 50 years.
Yeah, that's going to be wild. It's going to
Yeah.
be weird. AI is going to run everything.
That part. That part.
We're going to be half plastic.
We already are.
Mhm.
It's crazy out here. Our brains already have plastic on it. The more plastic that's in our bodies, the less we're connected to nature, and they're disconnecting us from our internal spirit.
Dang.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
be a
crazy.
robot.
I know. What if do you think we are robots?
I don't think so. Nope. We're too in tune. But I think that people can slowly turn into robots without even a procedure. It's just in act.
Like mind control?
Yeah. Like I said, the more we can disconnect you from your authentic self,
Mhm.
and the more we can disconnect you from nature itself, we got you hooked. We got you plugged in, basically, is what they're saying.
Do you think that was the intention? Like, do you think
Yeah.
they knew that plastic would eventually get into our system and turn us into robots?
There's always an end game. Yeah. They had an end game 100 years before this 100 years came up.
Mm-hmm.
I know. So connect back with nature, everyone. Okay. So before you throw something away, think about whether it can be recycled or repurposed. You can also limit waste by reducing the amount of things you buy. For example, check the library for that book you have to read before visiting the store. Traffic, things like that. Plant a tree.
Yeah.
You know, Researchers estimate roughly 15 billion trees in the world are cut down each year. Ew,
Yeah, that's a lot.
that's a lot of trees. That's oxygen. Somebody's taking your air away. They're putting rear naked chokes on forest.
Unforced.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. That's our oxygen.
I was just getting a visual of like a cloud rear naked choking a tree.
Yeah,
Or I don't know, another tree rear naked choking a
it's
tree.
over. Trees done. Trees sleep, right?
Did you know that we have more trees on Earth than we have stars in our galaxy?
I did not know that. But do we now? Do we now? 15 billion trees a year are getting cut down?
I had to
This is
Google
the real
that.
life Fern Gully.
Yeah, I don't remember Ferngully. I watched it when I was a tiny kid.
I highly recommend rewatching that. But there's a lot of stars out there. So how do we know? Who really counted every single star and every single tree and was like, we have more trees than stars?
Yeah, you're right. I just read Google. Google said we got like trillions of trees and there's only billions of stars in our galaxy. So
Hmm.
that's what Google said.
Okay, Google. I need to know the method. Who counted all of this?
Mm-hmm. Probably AI.
Honestly. And what's the agenda? Why do you want us to think that there's more trees than stars? Can't trust nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I know.
Dang, I
So,
believe Google too. That's
I
on
mean,
me.
it can be reliable, So hey, plant your trees, people. Also, turn off the lights. That's another way. Okay. Does that lamp really need to be on while the sun is out?
I got so many.
Electricity.
I got so many lights in my place that are just
Um,
chilling.
got a lot of lights happening right now. Clearly, we're not doing our due diligence for Earth Day, and not even Earth Day, just Earth being. You know, so be conservative with the lights out here, people. Oh, also limit your water usage. Okay.
Do you think we'll run out of clean water ever?
Hmm. I think it's possible. I mean,
Yeah.
because look at other places in the world that already deal
Mm-hmm.
with like shortage of clean water.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Isn't it kind of messed up that like a majority of our earth is covered in water, but yet you wouldn't have access to it if there was no like filtration system?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was thinking when California caught on fire. Like, why can't we use the ocean water to put out fires? You know? Like, there's a ton of water that we're not using.
I feel like there's some science breakdown of that.
Probably.
Well, I think they did get ocean water.
Yeah, but they like waited,
Well,
you
no, they were
know?
getting it. They were getting like plane, like helicopter, like worth of ocean water. They'd go and get it, then fly it and dump it over.
All right.
You're like, it's not the water hose though. Like the fire was, yeah, the fire hydrant. Like I don't know if ocean water comes out of the fire hydrant.
Yeah, I don't think so. But they
I don't
should
know.
figure that out, though. That would probably be helpful when
Maybe
things
maybe
catch on fire.
salt water is not good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That
I
doesn't even
wouldn't
make
know.
any sense. I don't know. It's water. Water's water. Somebody listening to this right now who like knows their ears are burning right now. They're like,
Probably.
what are they talking about? We don't know.
I
Wait.
know. I was just wondering because I remembered this old dude who I went to something and this guy was talking about owls and he was big on saying how we wouldn't have clean water in like 20 years or something. And I
Because
was
the
just
owls?
no, he was like a owl guy. Like he
Oh.
had owls and like took care of them, and I think that's what he was there for. He was teaching us about owls, but he also was like, "We're not going to have clean water."
Dang, he was like, I'm gonna tell these kids they need to get it together because their parents aren't shit. They ruin the world.
I don't know why I thought of that, but
I mean, but clearly he made an impact if you remembered that.
yeah, he did.
See? Yeah. So save the water, y'all. Don't be out here just wasting water. Offer your time also. With a parent's permission. We don't need that because we're grown ass people. All right. Volunteer to pick up trash at a nearby park. Start a collection drive for uh, recyclable items, or organize a screening of an environmentally themed movie. Okay. And also, last but not least, spread the message, which is what we're doing
Hey,
literally right now. Look at us. Be kind to the earth.
no, we're saving Earth.
Yeah, that's right. We only got one. But apparently, did you hear this week that they apparently have found another planet that looks like there possibly could be life on it? And it's like crazy bigger, that like wildly bigger than ours, and it's covered way more in water, which sounds terrifying.
Dang, oh, that would be scary. The sharks and stuff they might
I
have.
know, exactly. Yeah, like super animals over there.
Mm-hmm. Or like dinosaurs.
Maybe.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Let's go.
You know what? I've seen Jurassic Park. I think I'm okay. I want to go. You
Let's
send
send
somebody else over there.
AI.
Exactly. So if they get eaten, whatever, we got data. But if you get eaten, Michaela's just gone.
Yeah, you're right. Well, anyone heading out to that planet is going to be gone for their whole
You're not gonna,
lifetime.
yeah, you're not gonna see him again. I think they said it would take like trillions of years to like get to
Oh,
that next planet.
oh, that's
Which
crazy.
which I'm still confused about this whole time traveling shit. Like I was listening to something the other day
Mm-hmm.
and they were talking about black holes, right? And they were like, these black holes are in the ocean and space. Again, terrifying. So if you find a black hole, you could be in there for days, years.
Yeah, I guess when you're getting sucked into the black hole, time slows down. I don't know how that makes sense, but wouldn't that be crazy? Everything's just going slow-mo while you're being sucked into the hole.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so cool to learn about.
Yeah. There's time travelers out here. I think I might I think could be a time traveler. Sometimes you be getting deja vu and I was like, I was here before. I
Mm-hmm.
know what is about to happen.
Dang, maybe. Or do you think you're just really connected to Earth?
You know what? It could be that. I think I'm just in tune. But that could also be that. They could be the same thing.
Ah, so you're so you can be a time traveler and be super in tune with Earth.
Yeah. Because
Or
if I was a time
maybe,
traveler,
yeah.
well, if I was saying if I was a time traveler, then I would know I needed to be connected to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
I would already be like ahead of the game, right? I
Yeah.
would already know because I've already lived it and been like, look, I know what happens in the next 200 years.
Oh no, everybody's plastic, but you're doing good because you're connected to Earth.
That part.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Nobody can tell me I'm wrong. Nobody can prove that I'm wrong.
How would you know if you're a time traveler?
I think it wouldn't allow me to know because then I would give it away that I was a time traveler in my other time traveling like stages. Like it's like it tells me in my body I know but I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. You're welcome, enlightened ones. Us taking you on this journey. So, okay, celebrating Earth Day, being one with nature. Speaking of that, overall, it has been a minute since Michaela and I have seen each other outside of class yesterday. How you been doing?
I've been doing awesome.
Dang, we
Not
got
bad.
awesome.
Yeah,
Nice. What's been awesome?
I just been chilling. I just been going to work and then going to jujitsu, and that's it. I don't
Vibing.
know. Yeah,
Okay.
it's been fun. I went like 6 days last week.
Dang, look at you.
Yeah, it feels good. I think I'm finally like get back in a rhythm, so I think I'm feeling good
Mm-hmm.
again.
Yeah, that always helps. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're feeling awesome. We got a little more energy, it sounds like, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not throwing boxes anymore at work, so that
Oh,
helps.
oh snap. No more boxes being thrown by this body. We're clicking mouses.
Yep. Just click click. I'm getting faster at typing.
Oh, dang. You should check your words per minute and then you should check it again in a month.
Yeah, I should do that.
Yeah.
It's probably really bad though. Like I'm still really slow. I'm just getting a little faster. Hey. I know the people training me, they're probably watching me just stare at my keyboard.
I remember like going in freshman year and being like, I'm never going to learn this. How can they expect us to learn something like this? This just seems so difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it's not once you get into it. It's just a bunch of training, right? Like once you get your setup, and
Mm-hmm.
then it's just muscle memory.
Yeah, but can you remember where all the letters are at on the keyboard? Because I can't.
My fingers remember. My fingers know. Like if
Yeah.
you were to ask me where is the P on the keyboard and just for me to just blurt it out, I'd be like, I have no idea. But I
Mhm.
could, if I looked at you and you asked a P, I could type a P.
Yeah, that's wild. I think I can too. I
Yeah.
was I couldn't find the Y on the keyboard the other day. And I felt like a dumbass because I was doing something in front of someone. I'm like, give me a second.
Trying to find this dang Y.
Yeah.
Why can't I find the Y?
Hey, we're getting better though.
That's right. Just gotta keep practicing. That's it.
Hmm.
Okay, so we're getting our words per minute up. We're feeling more energized. We're thriving this week, getting more in a routine. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, what about
Yeah.
you?
It's all right. We're finally I think I'm finally on the come down of everything.
Nice.
Yes, I've just been tired, but I've been tired. So I don't know
Hmm.
if like my body's like, okay, we've been high stress for the last months and now you've had time to like come down off of all of that and stuff sprouting. So I'm like, it's either allergies or a cold is trying to get me. I don't
Hmm.
know which one, but we feeling a little run down this week.
Yeah. Yeah. It's probably allergies. It's been hitting a
Yeah,
lot of people.
I
The tree
know.
pollen's been up.
Yeah, tore me up. Got to throw on that Flonase.
Yeah, each nostril.
Yeah. Yeah, so other than that, we got everything submitted and hopefully cross fingers everything's good to go Friday night before I left. So over the weekend I was able to just like not have that on my shoulders anymore and fully embrace and enjoy Minnesota, the
Yeah,
old
that's
stomping
awesome.
grounds. And that was nice. Emily and I drove up that way Friday morning and hung out with the old peeps and my other friend, classmate, who's also graduating this semester. So that was cool. We went up to Minneapolis on Saturday, went to a bar, which was super awesome, which was an all women's, like women's bar. It was called a
Yeah,
bar of
yeah.
their own. So it was
Oh,
just like
nice.
they played nothing but women's sports, and then all of their like drinks, like their tap and everything that they had was either made by women, non-binary folks, or trans folks. And I was like, this is lit. So
Yeah, that's
that's
awesome.
awesome. And great atmosphere. Seltzers. I don't know what the alcohol content was on these seltzers, but we just needed one. Like I was halfway through one and it felt like I was on my second one. I was like, does anybody else think like feel these seltzers this strong?
Dang.
Yeah. So that was cool. And then we got to the Kendrick SZA concert, which was in the stadium that they have the Vikings games in. Great. Amazing concert.
Yeah, yeah, it looked awesome. It looked huge.
It was. I mean, there was like he had his stage and her in the stage, but then they had the projectors so you can cuz they were like it was like a movie too that they were filming. So like if you couldn't see, you could see them but they kind of look little if you were like at the top, but you could
Hmm.
obviously like see them on the screen, but it also like there was visuals on the screen that went
Hmm.
with the show.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
So everybody sounded great. Kendrick sounded great. SZA sounded great. Most part, people weren't asses. You get that many people together, you never know what kind of crowd you're going to get.
Hmm.
It was the kickoff of the tour, so we got to see the first show of the tour
Yeah.
start.
I didn't realize that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And that is inspiring the topic and Zen talk of the week because pretty much, I mean, what Kendrick's been on this entire time, I mean, SZA's been on it, but it was heavy in their show, heavy in the message of new identity, reincarnation, metamorphosis, transitioning, letting go of old self, turning into new. So that's what we're going to be
Yeah.
talking about. So great show, message overall.
Yeah, that's awesome. Right in time. Like it's
That's
spring season. Everything's blooming and growing right now.
We got the thunderstorm thundering right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're settling in. So good weekend. So coming up this weekend, let's get into our content. UFC KC is this Saturday.
Yeah, that came up fast. I didn't
Yeah, it did.
realize.
Yes, it did. And so they will be at T-Mobile in Kansas City. We got Ian Gary against Prates. So Carlos Prates should be a good fight. Might be a good one to put some money on Carlos Prates, but hey, Ian Gary's out here doing well. Could be a solid matchup. He is currently the favorite, but slightly. And then we have good old Lionheart. He might get tore up by this other dude. So we got good old Lionheart Anthony Smith as a co-main versus Zhang Miang. This might be the card of underdogs, except for this next one. Then we got Giga Chekadazi. He's fighting David Onama. Then we got Mikael Pereira versus Abbas Magomedov. Totally. There's too many syllables. I was trying to put too many
I
syllables in
know.
there.
You're doing good though.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Then we got Randy Brown versus Nicholas Dalby. Ikram Alisarov versus Andre Muniz. And then prelims. I mean, there's a lot of prelim fights. I won't list them all, but some noticeable ones. The ladies, we got starting off the card, we got Chelsea Chandler versus Jocelyn Edwards. I feel like we've seen Jocelyn Edwards get tore up before, but I can't remember. Maybe not. Maybe I'm getting her mixed up with somebody else. We got.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I can't remember. Then we got Jacqueline Amarim and Pollyanna Viana. Is Polly the one that lost an eyelash?
I don't know.
No, that was Loopy. That was Loopy Gonzalez.
I just watched Eyelashes fight with Lauren this past weekend. We turned it on and it was so funny. Definitely took a shot and the eyelash was gone.
Done. I was like, why would you even wear that in a fight?
Yeah. That's so crazy.
Jeez. So UFC Kansas City, there's a lot of fights on this card. So should be good.
Yeah. I want to go, but I don't actually be around people and pay money to go.
I'll watch it on TV. Yeah. MMA fans are different. Yeah. And it's like it's gonna be like majority Missouri.
Yeah, you're right.
Missouri people. Yeah, there's just they just drink their water. It's just a different water.
Yeah, fights are fun though. Like MMA fans are fun because they're crazy and wild, but you just never know.
Unpredictable. So have some fun out there, y'all. UFC Kansas City. There's still tickets available this Saturday. Check your local listings. Yeah. Speaking of Kansas City, did you see Laura Sanko?
Yeah, I didn't know that she lived in KC.
Yep, she used to train. Well, I don't know if she still does with James Krause before he had that scandal.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, finally earns her jiu-jitsu black belt after 19-year journey. Look at that.
Yeah, that's wild. Almost 20 years.
Yeah, she's also a great commentator for one. I always think she does really good when she's commentating. So yeah, after 19 years, of course, I gotta have like the selfie. Like, why do people need to have the selfie of like? It can't just be like when you got promoted. It's got to be like, it's like her. It's like her posted up on like some riverfront and like her gi and stuff like taken. And then there's like these random photos of like her and her coach. And it's like, okay, that's cool. And then it's like random fight. But then just like look like we're doing magazine covers. I'm like, why? Yeah. And it is, and she posts, yeah, she's still in Kansas City, Missouri. So that's where she got her black belt.
Hey, I'm gonna look her up real quick too.
Look her up. Hey, we will roll. Little Laura Sanko.
Yeah, I wonder why it took 20 years to get her black belt, you know? I wonder if she took time off in between or I don't know. I also didn't know that she fought in Invicta too.
Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, that could be it, you know. I mean, she was a
Mhm.
black belt, but more so wasn't really like trained in the gi.
Yeah. Like a MMA black belt.
Mm-hmm.
And she rides horses. Nice. Cool.
Yeah. Congrats to her. Might have to pull up Kansas City.
Yeah, yeah. Where does she train? Did you
It
just
didn't
say?
say. I mean, it
Mm.
just said on her Instagram like Kansas City, Missouri, but I didn't see the. I saw coach's
Mhm.
tag, but I didn't see the gym.
Mhm. Or come train at our spot.
Yeah, come through. Ground theory. All right, nice. Well, let me skip and go back to the other one, keeping it ladies theme. Do you see Helena? And who's number
Mhm.
one?
Mhm. Yeah, I did. I was hoping it'd be more of a battle, but Helena was just controlling the whole thing, like usual.
Dominated. So she went against Elizabeth Clay, and that was at who's number one, 27. She won rear naked choke, got her in the body triangle, and it was just Strangle City.
Mhm. Isn't she still only 19 years old?
Yeah, pretty sure.
That's so crazy.
Dang, I'm gonna need you at least like buy me a drink after my pain and suffering, like that we've gone.
Yeah, that wasn't as rough as that last one though. That last sub that she got.
I know, like she had that calf slicer,
And going for the rear naked at the same time.
brutal and
Yeah,
disrespectful.
I think it's kind of cool.
I mean,
Getting
I
two
would do
subs
it.
on someone? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, which one do you want to tap to?
Mhm. Like that's so awesome if you're able to do that.
I know. Well, congrats to her. Killing it
Young
out here
young Kalena.
in the pigtails.
Mhm. And like the onesies or she always wears the
I
matching suit.
know. Like, I need you not to beat me in a onesie, though.
Mhm. Yeah. I'd be annoyed if I was a competitor and you come out in pigtails and like a pink onesie or I don't know.
That's all I'm saying. Not it.
And then you lose.
That part.
Oh, that'd be frustrating.
That point, maybe we're just not even going to, like, come on the mats. You know? I'm going to need you to change your outfit. I don't feel comfortable. I think that's a fair request.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking like I would never do that. I would never wear something like that and go compete.
At all. Like, why?
Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Like if it was Halloween, that'd be different. But
Oh, yeah.
to go compete, nah.
Not it. Nope. So congrats to her though.
Mm-hmm.
Doing it in her little outfits and strangling folks. Um well, quick mention. See Patty's back up 40 pounds.
That's crazy. Have you seen a picture of him? Is
I
he?
didn't see the recent one, but I saw a couple like he said it and then like Matt Brown, ex fighter, was like had commented on Patty being like he's already gained 40 pounds. Like
That's so crazy. He must just be nonstop eating after his
oh
fights.
yeah, well he said like after he got done fighting or that night, he had 4 milkshakes that night.
Oh no.
Four, like one's bad enough. You need four.
Dang. And how can you do that after shrinking down? Like your stomach's probably so much smaller and you're healthy at at that moment you're healthy. Your body probably doesn't want four milkshakes
At all.
or even
Like
one.
it's like we don't even want a half of one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy. But his weight cuts are gonna be like, I can't. He's definitely probably gonna move up to welterweight at some point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, did you see one of his interviews when he was like, I'd rather be a fat, happy lad? He's like, I look good like this, but I'd rather be fat and happy.
I mean, hey, live your life, bro. If that's what you want to
Mm-hmm.
do, it's his body, but I don't know how sustainable that is.
Yeah. It's probably super, super unhealthy.
Yeah. Yep, that's petty.
He doesn't stay ready.
At all. Um. All right. Did you have some Invicta news?
No, I didn't see
No,
anything.
nothing on Invicta.
No. I did see that Alchemize is having another women's camp though in
Oh yeah,
October.
where at?
It'll be in California.
Ooh, what part?
Um, not sure. Yeah, I don't know yet. It just says West Coast Grappling Fest.
Hmm. Okay.
I can't speed read.
No
I was
worries.
trying to look through it real quick, but I'm not sure. But it's in October.
Okay. Well, keep your eyes on posted, everybody, on that. That's always a great event.
Yeah, I want to do another women's camp. I just need time to go do something like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything else for content?
No, no, I did see Chris Cyborg was like, or she made a comment on Ronda saying that she saw that or saw Ronda lose to her own shadow or something.
Oh
I
no.
I thought that was hilarious.
That
People just
shadow
keep
box.
roasting her.
She
Mm-hmm.
can't not ever be roasted.
I watched that. I've watched that video like 10 times this past week of her just shadowboxing. It's so hilarious.
And never will get old. Never.
It's like my go-to when I wake up. I'll watch that and start cracking up.
Hell yeah. Um. Oh, Rhonda. All right. Well, anything else on that?
No.
Nah, nah. Bam. Okay. Here we are. No more content. So, enlightened ones, our topic of the week, as we had mentioned earlier with the Kendrick and SZA concert, all about letting go, reinventing self, metamorphosis, all that good stuff. So, creating a new identity, right? What does this look like? What does this look like for you personally, professionally, spiritually? This year slash season, Michaela and I are on a very significant transitional period right now.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, in all areas, whether we're fully aware of them yet or not, it's already been set in motion.
Mm-hmm. I had an idea and I lost it.
Dang it.
I know. Uh, this has been happening a lot lately.
Well, maybe it's just needing to flush out, so it's just giving you little zaps and flashes before
Mm-hmm.
it's actually like really ready.
Yeah, it was just something about actually like reinventing yourself and something with self-discipline.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm following.
I was gonna say like I was just kind of thinking about that earlier, either today or yesterday, where I felt like I wasn't really moving or like making a lot of progress, but then I was just thinking, oh, I gotta work hard. You gotta work hard to make it to that next level, and I am working hard, so I just gotta be patient. That's what I like. Just
Yep.
thought I was thinking about that earlier, which is kind of spot on with this.
Exactly. The universe is universe, and look at
I
that.
know it's crazy.
Yeah, so reinventing self takes discipline. As you said, takes discipline, takes patience, but it takes the do, right? You got to do it.
Mhm. Mhm. And it doesn't happen overnight. Like it's gonna take a lot of time and hard work, and you don't know. Like I don't know. You don't know when the finish line or where the finish line is. You just gotta keep working.
Mhm. Exactly. You got to keep working and you have to accept shedding parts of old self.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I actually took the personality quiz again.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I took it like a few days ago, and it was different from what I usually am. I'm usually an INFP, and I can't remember. The new one was INF, like I don't know if it
Jay?
was maybe J. I don't know. I'm not 100%, but the characteristics were more like leadership qualities, and I was like, oh, that's wow. I'm like I am kind of transitioning into those roles right now, and like my
Mm-hmm.
personality type reflected that. So it's kind of it's just strange. Like you don't recognize it day to day, but you're like, oh, I am changing, or
Yeah.
I've made changes.
Just like plants, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't, you see the slow growth, but you're not aware necessarily of the slow growth. And you're just like, oh, snap, I got a whole leaf.
Mm-hmm. It is awesome when leaves pop up.
Yeah. Look at that leadership. I watched a video last night on TikTok and it was saying specifically again for us Libras, we are in a time where our leaders were being called to be more of a leadership and we have been shying away from this role and now is our time to shine. And our internal is wanting us to be scared of that role, but it's time to
Mm-hmm.
embrace it because we have a lot to offer those who are going to be beneficiaries of our leadership role.
Yeah, that's wild. We're just like on the same page without knowing it.
It, connected, rooted, sequoias, communication. Yeah. So I think one of the hardest things to do is accepting the things that about yourself that are maybe you're creating more challenges, more barriers. Maybe there's parts of old self that I'm not ready to let go of. And for what? Because how is it serving you? And so
Mm-hmm.
being willing and accepting to do a deep dive and not be afraid to really get in there. That's key.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's hard. Like breaking bad habits,
Mm-hmm.
or just changing your routine too.
Yep.
Yeah.
So got to commit to it.
Yeah. Do you think you're changing?
Oh,
Or ca-
100%.
can you feel it?
Uh, yes, but it's more like I'll notice something every like 6 months or something now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, I kind of have maybe like a slightly different view about said thing, or I used to value said thing in this way, and now I'm going about it like in this way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is weird, like getting older and seeing that in yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, getting
it's
older
gonna
is
keep
just weird.
coming. It is.
Mm-hmm.
It's never not gonna be weird. It just keeps going.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe I'm like getting closer to 30.
Creeping, creeping to 30.
Mm-hmm. It's just wild. Like I feel like I just turned 20, or I'm still in my early 20s, but nope,
It's
I'm
gonna feel
almost
that
30.
way. It's gonna keep feeling that way. Even in your mid 30s, you're gonna be like, when does it shift? It doesn't. Your body is telling you that it's shifting, but your soul doesn't feel that.
Mm-hmm. Is your back feeling better?
It is a little bit,
That's
you
good.
know. I know. Last week it was, or 2 weeks, or last week and the week before, it was not it. But we're a lot better this week.
Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm. Count my blessings.
You don't have to use one of those carts in Walmart, the electric carts.
Hey, I'm not too. Had to do it before. No shame in my game. I'll do it again if I got to. Use your resources, people.
Mm-hmm. It'd crack me up though if I saw you just driving one of those.
Like,
Hey,
dang.
Deja,
Yeah.
your
Just
back
scooting,
hurting?
hunched over, trying to get some more speed.
Move.
Hell yeah. That's what it would be. So, enlighten ones. Reinvent self. That's the purpose. Okay. Find those little nuggets Find those little insightful things and do what you please with it, but make sure it's in progression.
Yeah, do you have any like tips on how to recognize progression in yourself?
Well, I would say if you keep getting yourself in the same situation that is not serving you, like at some point in time, you got to figure out you're the common denominator. So what is
Mm-hmm.
continuing to happen?
All right.
Yeah,
That's a good
that's a
one.
good. Mm-hmm. Like I always find myself in these situations in some way, form, or the other. Like what is causing myself to continue ending up in these situations?
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you're just saying that to people all day long, but they probably keep coming back because they don't get it.
Denial. Well, it's like they'll say it, but then they don't want to accept it.
Mm-hmm.
People have a hard
Wild.
time taking self ownership. We got to have other people to blame, but that ain't going to get you anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say you can't acknowledge it, but like you got to take the ownership for you to move forward and make changes. Ah,
Wild.
I know. I know.
I'm just glad it's you, not me.
Hey, maybe later down in life you'll become a therapist on your own, maybe an art therapist. Don't even
That'd
have
be
to talk.
that'd be cool.
See?
I could do that. Just colors.
That's it. Get into the vibe. Let's just
Mm-hmm.
paint.
Yeah. Interpret some dark art.
Yep.
You're like, yep, they're not feeling good.
Exactly. I could see you doing this.
Yeah, something bright and sunny. Like, all right.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
All right. Yeah, that could be in my future. You never know.
Exactly. Well, Michaela, the art therapist, maybe.
Maybe. I do everything, so who knows?
Jack of all trades.
Jane of all trades.
That's right, Jade.
That's what Jenna told me one day. And I was like, all right, Jenna, I like
Dang,
that.
all right. Shout out Jenna, Jane of all trades. That's right. She right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, speaking of that, we're about to get right on this drum. Where we at with
Oh.
hitting our transition and light ones? Here we go. Michaela's got beats for you.
All right, don't make me nervous.
All right. Okay.
All
All
right.
right. Yeah.
I try to slow it down a little bit.
It didn't seem rushed. Seemed very present in the moment.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lauren was giving me tips, so.
Thank you, Lauren. Well, and white enlightened ones, now that we are feeling zen, Michaela got us started. Let's talk about emptying your cup, right? We just got done saying reinventing yourself, creating a new identity. How do we do that? We got to empty your cup. And meaning not just dump your cup and say F my self care and all that, meaning before becoming something new, you got to shed your old self. So you got to, yeah, like Michaela just did, dump the cup.
Dump it.
Dump your cup. Spread yourself out. Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable out here. Allow yourself to get read like a book and sit with that.
Not me.
You got to lean into it. You got to lean into the read so you can shed old self and transition into the self you're supposed to be.
Hmm. Dang.
Yeah. Can't get there without that.
Yeah. I'm still not letting. If I don't know
You're not
you,
ready.
you're not opening my book.
That's just where you're at right now. Doesn't mean that's you're not going in the right direction.
All right.
Yeah.
My book will be ready in the future.
Yeah. It'll be ready when it's ready. It'll be ready in its time when it's ready to be ready.
Mm-hmm. I like saying that about like projects. It's just not done because it's not its time. It's not ready to be done yet.
Exactly. So we'll wait for it to be ready to be done.
Who knows when that will be? It just comes up.
Yep. Embrace. But you're not emptying your cup right now. You're just a light pour, right? We're just light pouring. And that's okay. If you're not ready to empty the cup, at least dip it a little bit, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can let a little bit out.
Totally fine.
Do you feel ready to empty your cup? Full
Nope.
on?
Nope. I'm gonna say it too. I'm not ready either.
Or
Okay, there's a
are you a
I'm
little poor?
I'm a little poor, but I'm still pretty resistant. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's like a little poor, but like being upset that I just felt like I just wasted liquid. I'm like, no.
Dang.
Yeah, but we're slowly getting there. Okay.
So how will we know when we're ready to empty our cups?
You'll just know.
Dang.
It's hard to articulate. I'm telling you, it's just a feeling. You'll know when you're ready.
All
You'll know
right.
when you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe you. I just want to know what we're going to know when we know.
But when you know, you're gonna be like, that's what she meant.
I know. And I hate that because as soon as it happens, I'm going to be like, Deja's right. I know.
Exactly.
That might
Just trust the
be
process.
that might be a year from now. That might be months from now.
Or days.
Or oh dang, that'd be wild days.
Embrace it. Kayla's like, dang, when's it gonna happen?
I know you got me thinking.
It's gonna happen when it happens.
That'd be wild though. Something crazy just happened in a couple days. Something like life changing in a positive way.
Yeah. Hey.
We'll find out.
You been listening to the manifestations that I sent you?
I have not.
You gotta listen to one.
I know. I always fall asleep on the couch while watching Hell's Kitchen. I just need to turn that off.
Yeah, Hell's Kitchen isn't raising your internal vibrations.
Yeah, but it helps me fall asleep.
Robot. That's robot. You're perpetuating robot plastic spirituality.
From watching Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You're right. It is robot behavior to do the same thing every night and fall asleep to Hell's Kitchen.
See?
All right. I'll, I'll raise my frequencies. I'll do better.
Raise them. And you're going to be surprised or not about what is going to come your way following these things.
Yeah, do you feel different? Or how long have you been listening to that?
I mean, I do. Like, I do notice differences when I listen. It's been like a couple years. I don't listen to it every day. Like, I'll go,
Mm.
chunk of time where I won't listen to it, but then I'll like play it again. And then like the
Mm-hmm.
next morning, like noticeably feel a little different, feel a little more energized.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah. So check it out.
All right, I will. I'll do it.
Enlightened ones, get your sleep meditation on. Get that internal right. Raise your frequencies. All of it. All right. Well, anything else on Zen?
No.
Nope. It's time for us to get some Z's. That's what time it is.
Yeah, it's getting close.
Yeah. Well, enlightened ones, we always have a quote for you. And tonight is no different. So, reinventing self, shedding old ways, embracing the newness as you transition. What does that mean? How do I continue doing so? So, we have, and I quote, I was born by myself, but carry the spirit and blood of my father, mother, and my ancestors. So I am never really, or I am never really alone. My identity is through that line. Ziggy Marley. Okay, Ziggy. Think Ziggy's a son of Bob Marley?
Mm, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, remember who you are, okay? Remember who you
Mm,
are while shedding parts of self.
Lion King.
Remember.
Simba.
That's right. You need to remember who you are out in these streets because if you don't,
Mm,
they'll take you out.
and Moana.
Uh, That
Like, I
part.
am Moana. She sings that.
I am. So you are. I am. I was. I am becoming. Embrace it all.
Dang.
So again, he was like, dang, that was a good one. So again, I was born by myself, but carry the spirit and blood of my father, mother, and my ancestors. So I am really never alone. My identity is through that line. Ziggy Marley. That's what we like to hear.
hmm Keeping
So
Bob Marley alive.
remember Mufasa right here. Let's have it in the background. Then you can have little Ziggy over here on this end. Ziggy and Mufasa. Dang, that's a pair right there.
Yeah, that is. I didn't know where you were going with that for a second.
I ain't either. I just started going. Sometimes you don't know where you're going. You just get up and go.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Do you have anything else to add in for our enlightened ones?
I don't think so. Stay enlightened.
That's a great message.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. So stay enlightened out here, enlightened ones. Michaela and I are always going to stay enlightened out here in these streets, as we always do, continuing to embrace self. And we're just going to keep moving.
Always.
Yeah. So we appreciate y'all again. Like and subscribe. Give us a follow. Trying to get to 50. We're keep moving along.
Yeah.
So goal, get us there. Nikki, appreciate your shout outs.
Yeah, thanks, Nikki.
Yep. And until next time. So again, this is Deja.
This is Michaela.
Chokes and Consciousness. We
We'll be
will
back.
talk to y'all next time. Peace.